Luxury sedans have always been the ultimate symbol of comfort, performance, and status. But in 2025, the game has completely changed. Today's luxury sedans aren't just cars, they're masterpieces, blending cutting-edge technology with outstanding design. Some, like the Rolls-Royce Phantom, feel like palaces on wheels built purely for indulgence. Others, like the Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid, bring supercar-level speed to your daily drive, hitting 0 to 60 in just 2.8 seconds. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 luxury sedans of 2025, where elegance meets performance. Don't miss out. Subscribe now for more unique automotive insights. 10. 2025 Genesis G90 Hybrid. Luxury doesn't always shout. Sometimes it is quiet, and that's exactly what the 2025 Genesis G90 Hybrid does. As the top model of the Genesis family, the G90 immediately makes an impression. With its bold front grille, sleek lines, and diamond-cut wheels, it carries itself with quiet confidence. Elegant, but never overdone. And it's luxurious? The inside cabin is calm, quiet, and beautifully designed. Everything feels intentional. Premium materials, refined finishes, and technology that enhances comfort without overwhelming you. Genesis has carved its own path here, offering a style of luxury that feels personal and inviting, rather than cold or copied. When it comes to performance, its 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 delivers 409 horsepower and 405 pound-feet of torque at just 1,300 revolutions per minute, giving you instant smooth acceleration. The G90 launches from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.1 seconds. And with the optional electric supercharger, the thrill gets even bigger. Add in all-wheel drive and 8-speed automatic, and efficiency of around 26 miles per gallon. And you've got a sedan that's effortless to cruise yet exciting when you need it to be. The 2025 Genesis G90 Hybrid doesn't just join the luxury sedan world, it offers a new way to define it. Calm, confident, and undeniably powerful. 9. 2025 Rolls-Royce Phantom. To proceed with the video, the following one is the 2025. The Rolls-Royce Phantom is more than a car. It's a $500,000 rolling palace built to showcase comfort, style, and pure presence. Step inside, and it feels like you've entered life at a higher altitude. What about inside? An absolute luxury. With features like a hidden cooler that keeps your older wine perfectly chilled and massaging rear seats that feel like a spa on wheels, the Phantom elevates every trip to a luxurious experience. Every inch is covered in the world's finest materials, and customization is limitless. No two Phantoms are ever the same. And when night falls, the starlight ceiling transforms your drive into a private galaxy. However, the numbers provide the complete summary. This mansion on wheels can be driven from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.1 seconds thanks to the 6.75-liter twin-turbo V12 engines, 563 horsepower, and 664 pound-feet of torque. Even if speed isn't the main objective, you can always accelerate with ease when you want to. For those who demand even more, the extended Phantom adds an executive lounge in the back, complete with a privacy screen to separate you from your driver. Rolls-Royce calls the Phantom commanding and authoritative, but let's be real, it's more than that. This isn't just luxury, it's the benchmark every other brand is chasing. 8. 2025 Maserati Quattroporte Modena Ultima. At number 8 is the 2025 Maserati Quattroporte Modena Ultima, the final chapter of a true Italian legend. This car is the swan song of Maserati's iconic internal combustion Quattroporte before the brand shifts toward electric power. And that alone makes it something very special. Maserati has always been about style, character, and emotion, offering an alternative to the predictable German sedans. The Modena Ultima proudly carries that tradition. On the outside, it's unmistakably Italian, with elegant proportions and a stance that commands attention. However, when you mention power, you'll find something equally dramatic. A 3.0-liter twin-turbocharged V6 built on Ferrari's F160 engine design. It produces 424 horsepower and 424 pound-feet of torque, pushing this sedan from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.8 seconds. Power is sent through an 8-speed automatic transmission and an all-wheel drive system. giving it both sharp handling and everyday usability. The interior of the Quattroporte reminds you why Italian luxury feels so different. The cabin is a celebration of craftsmanship, leather stretched across the dashboard, open-pore wood or carbon fiber accents, and the kind of detail you just don't find everywhere else. Even the seating feels more like a lounge than a car interior. And while it shares its platform with the discontinued Ghibli and Levante, the Quattroporte has always stood in its own class. With a price tag of $139,000, the Modena Ultima isn't cheap, but it's not meant to be. It's a collector's car, a piece of Maserati history, and the very last Quattroporte of its kind. 7. 2025 Lexus LS. The next one in our luxury sedan list is the 2025 Lexus LS, a car that proves luxury. The LS has been Lexus's most popular model since the early 1990s, the car that built the brand's reputation for comfort, quiet refinement, and flawless reliability. Today, it's one of the most affordable full-size luxury sedans you can buy in the US. But make no mistake, it plays in the same league as some of the world's finest. In efficiency, the LS 500 leads the lineup, powered by a 3.4-liter twin-turbocharged V6, producing 416 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque. That's enough for a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of just 4.6 seconds. All this power is paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission and either rear-wheel or all-wheel drive, depending on your choice. What makes the LS shine is how it blends performance with supreme comfort. Inside, you'll find premium luxury, seats that are not just heated and ventilated, but also fully adjustable with an optional massage function, even for rear passengers. The attention to detail in the stitching, materials, and quietness of the cabin sets it apart from anything near its price point. Speaking of price, the LS starts at around $82,000, with higher trims remaining around $88,000. The hybrid LS 500h pushes the number higher at $116,000, but it rewards you with nearly 30 miles per gallon on the highway, an impressive feat for a full-size sedan. The F-Sport trim adds another layer of excitement, with adaptive suspension and sportier touches inside and out, while still keeping the LS's signature refinement. The Lexus LS may not have the badge prestige of some European rivals, but it delivers nearly everything they do, often at a fraction of the cost. For anyone seeking a balance of modern performance, comfort, and value in 2025, the LS is a standout. 6. 2025 Mercedes-Maybach S680 Matic. When you think of ultimate luxury sedans, the Maybach S6804 Matic immediately comes to mind. This isn't just a car, it's a rolling statement of wealth, status, and unmatched comfort. Built on the foundation of the already incredible S-Class, the Maybach takes everything to the next level, with a focus on exclusivity and personalization. What really defines the Maybach experience are the details. Folding tables that slide out like you're in a private jet, heated and cooled cup holders to keep your beverage at the perfect temperature, and actual crystal flutes designed for the backseat passengers. Even the paint selection is on another level, with optional colors costing up to $14,500 each. Everything is carefully designed to give owners that feeling of absolute indulgence. But don't be fooled. Under all that refinement is serious engineering. The S680 packs a handcrafted 6.0-liter twin-turbocharged V12, producing 621 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. Paired with a 9-speed automatic and all-wheel drive, it pushes this massive luxury barge from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.5 seconds. That's sports car territory, yet the Maybach delivers it in complete silence and comfort. Pricing reflects its exclusivity, with the S680 sitting above the entry-level S580 Maybach, which already costs over $200,000. But for those who demand the best, the V12 Maybach is more than just a car. It's an experience on wheels. 5. 2025 BMW 760 iX Drive. If the Mercedes Maybach is about ultimate indulgence, the BMW 760 iX Drive is about blending sharp performance with everyday luxury. The 7 Series has always been BMW's crown jewel, and in 2025, it carries that reputation with confidence. Inside, the cabin feels like a modern lounge. Every touchpoint screams quality, from the soft closed doors to the premium leather finishes. Rear passengers get just as much attention as the driver, with heated seats in both rows and a long list of comfort features. This car doesn't just move you, It covers you in refinement while still letting you feel the thrill of driving a BMW. Compared to the entry-level 740i, the 760iX drive steps things up with a powerful twin-turbocharged V8. This isn't the same 3.0-liter six-cylinder you find in the base model. It's a true performance motor that transforms the big sedan into something surprisingly agile. And if you want even more performance, BMW also offers the i7 M70, an all-electric rocket that can hit 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds. But the 760i holds its ground perfectly. With 536 horsepower on tap and a clever X-Drive all-wheel system, it sprints from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.1 seconds. Impressive for a car tipping the scales at nearly 5,000 pounds. The 2025 BMW 760i isn't just about looking good. It's about giving you a taste of everything: speed, presence, and elegance in one package. 4. 2025 Audi S8. Here's a sedan that doesn't just speak luxury, it roars performance. The 2025 Audi S8 takes everything people love about the A8 and adds a sharper edge, blending high-end comfort with serious driving dynamics. This isn't just a car to be driven in, it's one you'll actually want to drive yourself. The interior of the Audi surrounds you with the feeling of a private lounge more than a car cabin. The rear seats are massive, giving passengers space to stretch out, while features like 22 way-adjustable seats, full heating and cooling, and even massage options make every trip feel first class. Add in multiple climate control zones, and everyone inside gets their own personal comfort setting. On the outside, small but powerful design cues remind you that this is no ordinary sedan. Chrome-trimmed mirror caps, quad exhaust tips, and massive 21-inch wheels give it a presence that matches its power, and that power is no joke. Under the hood, a 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 pushes out 563 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque. All of it is channeled through an 8-speed automatic to Audi's legendary all-wheel drive system. Even with a massive weight of over 5,000 pounds, this machine rockets from 0 to 60 in just 3.8 seconds. Fuel economy isn't its strongest suit at 18 miles per gallon combined, but then again, performance and prestige are the main goals here. The S8 sits above the regular A8 in price, but it also delivers a whole different driving experience. Think of it as Audi's way of saying luxury doesn't have to come at the cost of excitement. 3. Mercedes-AMG S63e Performance. At number 3, the Mercedes-AMG S63e Performance. This car doesn't just raise the bar, it resets the standard for what a luxury sedan can be. If the Maybach is all about pure class, the S63 is about flexing muscle while still keeping the S-Class's signature comfort. The interior of the cabin, and you're greeted with the kind of plushness only Mercedes knows how to deliver. Every surface is carefully crafted, every detail is intentional, and the ride is engineered for both relaxation and thrill. You're not just sitting in a car, you're wrapped in a cocoon of technology and luxury. But don't let the serene atmosphere fool you. Beneath the calm hides a monster. The powertrain is where this car makes headlines. A 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 paired with a hybrid system delivers a remarkable 791 horsepower and an earth-shaking 1,055 pound-feet of torque. To put that in perspective, the standard S580 with its twin-turbo V8 makes 496 horsepower and does 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. Impressive, sure, but the S63e Performance obliterates that time, hitting 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds. That's supercar territory, except you're doing it in one of the most comfortable sedans on the planet. Of course, that level of performance doesn't come cheap. At $187,000, it's a full $58,000 more than the S580. But for those who want it all, luxury, power, and exclusivity, it's hard to argue against. The S-Class has always been the benchmark for luxury sedans. With the AMG S63e Performance, Mercedes has shown that you can have the ultimate comfort while also unleashing supercar levels of acceleration. Simply put, it's power and prestige rolled into one masterpiece. 2. 2025 Bentley Flying Spur Speed. When you think of Bentley, the first words that come to mind are elegance and prestige. But the 2025 Bentley Flying Spur Speed takes that legacy and adds a breathtaking level of performance that no one expects from such a stately machine. On the outside, the Flying Spur exudes authority, a car that looks just as at home pulling up to a gala as it does cruising down the Autobahn. Step inside and the experience shifts from grand to personal. This isn't just a car, it's a paradise on wheels. The cabin is wrapped in the finest hand-stitched leather, polished wood veneers, and customizable details that can be adjusted down to the stitching color. Rear passengers aren't left out either, with reclining seats, plenty of legroom to stretch out, and the kind of comfort that feels closer to a private jet than a car. Champagne flute holders, ambient lighting, and a perfectly silent ride complete the sense of indulgence. But make no mistake, the Flying Spur Speed isn't just about luxury, it has a wild side. Under the hood sits a 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 hybrid, producing 771 horsepower and 738 pound-feet of torque. That's enough to push this nearly 6,000-pound luxury giant from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds. Power is managed through an 8-speed automatic transmission with all-wheel drive, keeping it balanced yet aggressive. Adaptive chassis technology and a limited slip differential means this sedan glides effortlessly while still holding its ground in spirited driving. At a starting price of around $270,000, the Flying Spur Speed represents the very best of Bentley. A car that blends traditional craftsmanship with incredible modern performance, its elegance, comfort, and speed, all rolled into one unforgettable package. 1. 2025 Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid. At the top of the list, the Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid proudly takes the crown. This is the kind of car that reminds you Porsche has always balanced two worlds: everyday usability and heart-racing performance. The new Panamera has shed its wagon body style, focusing fully on a sleek, sporty sedan profile. Its wide stand, sharp lines, and commanding presence scream performance even before you step inside. Inside, Porsche delivers its signature driver-focused cockpit, digital displays, premium leather seating, and just the right mix of modern technology with timeless Porsche style. Rear passengers still enjoy ample space and luxury touches, making this sedan a true balance between personal indulgence and shared comfort. But the magic of the Turbo SE Hybrid lies under the hood. Sharing its powertrain with the likes of Bentley, Audi, and Lamborghini, this 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 hybrid produces a colossal 771 horsepower, 737 pound-feet of torque. The result? A rapid 0 to 60 miles per hour time of just 2.8 seconds, making it the fastest in its class. And with a top speed exceeding 200 miles per hour, it has more in common with supercars than sedans. Despite weighing over 5,300 pounds, the Panamera doesn't sacrifice efficiency completely. It manages a combined 19 miles per gallon, proving that performance and hybrid tech can coexist. Of course, this level of engineering comes with a premium. The Turbo SE Hybrid costs around $124,000 more than the base Panamera, which uses a modest 6-cylinder engine. For those who demand everything in one car, luxury, space, practicality, and explosive performance, the 2025 Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid is a near-perfect choice. It's not just a sedan, it's a statement of speed and class. And that wraps up our list of the top 10 luxury sedan cars of 2025. From the class of the Rolls-Royce Phantom to the raw performance of the Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid, these sedans prove that luxury and power go hand in hand. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that subscribe button so you never miss our latest deep dives into the world of cars. And don't forget to drop a comment below. Which one of these luxury sedans would you take home if you had the keys? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.